now please stand for the playing of our national anthem, conducted by Mr. Brayer T. Don't sit down yet, it's time for the kickoff. Well, tonight we look back and celebrate the accomplishments of the marching band season. Joining the band with performances tonight will be our varsity Athenas and JV cheerleaders. Get ready for highlights featuring the music from our New York State of Mind show, familiar tunes played in the stands, as well as a showcase of North High School spirit and traditions as demonstrated by all of our groups performing tonight. The Trojan band prides itself on outstanding sportsmanship as well as outstanding musicianship. To that end, we welcome each of our football opponents by performing their school song during pregame and then again during postgame. We will present those school songs in the order that our team faced them, and we'd like to continue a tradition we've started in recent years. When we announce each visiting school's name, we'd like to ask any parents and friends out there that attended that high school to stand and show your school spirit during the playing of your school song. Bonus points are awarded for singing and clapping along. Of course, we'll all stand at the end for our North High School song. If you're a North student or alum, you better be singing. All right, well, let's get things started. Let's begin with the Porters of Lockport High School. There are either no porters out there or you are all shy. How about the Huskies of Oak Park River Forest High School? South High School. We're looking for the Panthers of Proviso West High School. There's a proud Panther with you. All right. There we go. Nice job, Panthers. How about the Red Devils of Hinsdale Central High School? Finally, on your feet, Trojan fans, it is finally time for your North High School song. The remainder of tonight's concert loosely follows the band's activity during a football game. We start by sharing with you some stands tunes you might likely hear from the band in the first half. Here's the Pharrell tune Happy, followed by the Neon Trees hit Animal, conducted by drum major Ashley Pearl. Zone, the Athenas, the cheerleaders, who are also some of our guests this evening, and provide a lot of energy and support our football team each year. Here to give us an example of that Trojan spirit, please welcome the JV cheerleaders. They're also available to install new carpeting as a fundraiser. They're getting really good at this part, so if you ever need them, give them a call. All right, let's introduce them again. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your JV cheerleaders.
We want to hear you yell. Go, Trojans, go. We want to hear you yell. Go, Trojans, go. We want to hear you yell. Go, Trojans, go. We want to hear you yell. Go, Trojans, go. Go, Trojans, go! On, go, Trojans, go! 5, 6, 7, 8. Spell out the name! You know it's the best! N-O-R-T-H! Better than the rest! We bleed purple! 4, 5. Don't forget it! If you want our trophy, you have to come get it! The style you love, the name you'll remember. Trojan pride will last forever. North.
How about another nice round of applause for JV cheerleaders? One of the main goals of the band on game night is to continuously be engaged in the game, whether it's following the cheerleaders in their cheers, or performing on their own, or just making a lot of noise when our team is on defense. We're proud of the spirit and energy our band provides. To showcase this energy, we'll share a few of the cheers that the band does with the help of our drill instructor, Mr. Rivera, and our spirit leaders, Adam Menke and Allison Labita. Let's welcome them up to the front.
Hello. Okay, so I'm Adam, I think, and we're going to start with a cheer that is called Go Fight Win. It's very tricky. It has 3 words, count of 3. They happen to be go and fight and win in that order. We'll see if you catch on.
Apologize, I'm not as entertaining as Adam, but we're doing, our next year is going to be the trumpet charge, a little even more challenging than the last one because it only has 1 word, charge.
funky cheer. It's really groovy for funky. Mr. Rivera, if you will.
Just a show of hands, does anybody not like pirates? I'm interested. There's a couple people that are afraid of pirates. It's okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's good that you were far away from it. That works out. All right, go ahead and have a seat, band. Thank you very much. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome now officially to halftime. The DGN bands are proud to announce their upcoming performance at New York's legendary Carnegie Hall in March of 2015. In honor of this historic moment for North High School, the Trojan Marching Band is pleased to present their halftime show in a New York state of mind. The band will begin tonight with a mashup of Sing Sing Sing, featuring that famous Gene Krupa drum beat, and Friend Like Me from Aladdin, the classic Disney film turned Broadway smash. Here's Sing 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 Like Me, conducted by drum major Evan Culligan.
1, 2.
1924, George Gershwin composed a piece for solo piano and jazz band, which would later be transformed into a soaring symphonic tribute to jazz and the influence of big city America on the musical landscape. The band continues their show with Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue, conducted by drum major Tina Green. The band concludes their New York State of Mind show with Leonard Bernstein's Tonight from West Side Story. This monumental Broadway musical, which premiered in 1957, takes its story from Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet while set in New York's Upper West Side in the 1950s. Here's Tonight, conducted by drum major Megan Hunk. their traditions is to perform with the Athena's dance team during each halftime performance. This gives the band an opportunity to perform some really great pop tunes of yesterday and today. We'll invite the Athenas to join us for the next 2 tunes. Before we begin, the band would like to say thank you to our varsity Athenas coach, Jennifer Isaacson, for all the great work and the collaboration. Thank you, Mrs. Isaacson. Here's the Athenas drum major, Megan Hung, and the band performing first the Fall Out Boy tune, My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, parentheses, Light 'Em Up, and the Foo Fighters song, The Pretender, conducted by drum major Tina Green.
Good evening, I'm Breer Teague. I'm the Fine Arts Department Chair here at North High School, and I would also like to extend my warmest welcome to you, and thank you so much for being a part of our audience tonight at Band-O-Rama 2014. We're going to give the students just a couple of seconds here to relax because they've played a lot of music already. We have a few more we want to do for you tonight. But while we take a quick break, there are some people that we would like to thank for their tremendous work in helping us be successful this year. There's a large group, and I'm going to kind of introduce them in some segments, so I'll ask you to hold your applause and then kind of applaud for these folks in groups. But first of all, to our tremendous parent volunteers. We have parents who step in, parents and guardians that do so many incredible things to make us successful. They range from getting our uniforms checked out to us at the beginning of the year, all of the water and hydration that happens at the games, the sales in the spirit tent, our videographers, our chaperones to our trips like the U of I Band Day this year, the hospitality work preparing for this evening's post-concert reception, and those who decorated the gym today after school, especially a shout out to Mrs. Thompson who coordinated that effort tonight. So to all of the parent volunteers, and I'd like the students to please help me with this, even though you're not going to hear them applauding very much because they have gloves on, it really mutes the applause. Would you help me say a huge thank you to your parents for being such wonderful volunteers? Let's all applaud for you. Mr. Miller already thanked Jennifer Isaacson, and I just would like to also add my thanks to her and to the Athenas for their collaborative spirit in working with us year in and year out. Also to Allison Passarelli and Stacy Collette for our cheerleading sponsors. They do a great job. We are always happy to collaborate with them. To our football team and John Wander and his staff. I don't know if I know of any other football program in the state of Illinois that treats the relationship between the marching band and the football team in the same way that is cultivated here at North. And a huge thanks to Coach Wander for being a part of that. So first, let's thank those people, the other football families. There's not any program at any high school that can be successful without really great administrative support at the top. And we just have administrators who are second to none here at North High School, and many of them are here tonight. I want to thank our principal, Mr. Scott Kasich, our assistant principal, our associate principal, Dr. Ken Sorensen, who I both see over here tonight. In addition to that, I want to say thank you to Mrs. Kristen Boardman, who is our student activities principal, who does so many things to support us, as well as Mrs. Denise Kavanaugh as the athletic director. In her role, she's really influential in helping us interface with all of the athletic components of the North High School campus. So would you please help me say thank you to our wonderful administrative team. We have an incredible support staff in the fine arts area too, and staff members who work with these students week in and week out. I'd especially tonight like to say thank you to Mrs. Patty DePeter, our Fine Arts Department Secretary, Mrs. Elizabeth Krantz, who has been our interim Fine Arts Secretary for the last 2 months, Mr. Mark Matai, our percussion coach, Ms. Crystal Zaragoza, who is new to our staff this year as our color guard coach, who has done such an amazing job, Mr. Alex Rivera, our drill instructor, Mr. Eric Domitz, who has volunteered with us this season. It's just been so great to have him back on campus working with our students. And of course to Mr. Miller, who is our lead marching band director. Would you help me say thank you to all of our staff? Now, those staff members are important, but I have to tell you the staff that's the most important are the student staff. Because things just would not hum, they would not click without the incredible efforts of our student staff. So I'd like to introduce them to you tonight. I'm going to ask you to hold your applause until this entire group is standing. But I'm going to introduce them by section and by name and ask if they would please stand in place when you hear your name. First, our section captains. Our flute captain, Cameron Doyle. Our clarinet captain, Kevin Atwater. Our alto sax captain, Elise Ponderowitz. Our tenor sax section captain, Anthony McMahon. Trumpet section captain, Jennifer Vitrone. Mellophone section captain, Georgia Gregory. Trombone captain, Adam Mills. Baritone captain, Lauren Burkmeyer. Tuba captain, Todd Griffin. Percussion captain, Bob O'Malley. Our color guard captain, Robin Yonker. And there's more than that, and it got truncated here, and Elizabeth Eiler. Oh, you're going to be on our assistant list in just a minute. That's why I didn't say that. So hang on a second. First of all, let's say thank you to our main captains. Also assisting them are our assistant captains, Belle Banky in the percussion section. You can wave in the percussion section back there. Adam Banky in the flute section. Ben Cortez, trumpet. Elizabeth Heiler, color guard. Irene Kowal, percussion. Allison Prince, alto sax, who is joining us out here tonight. She's not well enough to play, but she did come. Allison, thank you for being here. Bailey Saldana, baritone. Ali Sheets, flute. Amelia Smers, trombone. Sophie Templewood, clarinet. Anna Thompson, clarinet. Emily Wilson, percussion. And Karina Wise, color guard. These are our assistant captains. Let's give them a big round of applause. Stay standing, please, for just a moment longer. Drum majors, I'd like to introduce you one at a time and ask if you would come out and stand on the white line in front of everyone. Senior Evan Culligan. Senior Tina Green. Junior Megan Hung. Junior Ashley Pearl. This quartet of student leadership unquestionably puts in combined at least 7 billion hours between last year's marching band season and this one, but especially ramping up in the spring and into the summer. Truthfully, this program could not happen without their incredible work. There's just not enough things, not enough words in the dictionary and accolades that we could shower on them. The best part about it is that they're a pretty selfless group too, and I'm totally embarrassing them by saying these things right now, but I want to thank our great drum major team as well as all of our captains and assistant captains. Would you please help me applaud for all of them? Another group that we want to recognize tonight performing at their last Band-O-Rama concert, and with the exception of another parade that happens a little bit later this year, their last official function in the Trojan Marching Band as it relates to the football season, and that's the seniors in the class of 2015. Now we're going to have a chance to say thank you and farewell to seniors in a variety of ways throughout this year, so we're not going to read them all by name tonight. Get to hear their names later, but I do think it's worth acknowledging their collective efforts. When Mr. Miller introduced them by name at the final football game, he had added up all of their years of service to North High School, and I believe it was 175 years when you calculated all of their dedication to this program. So, class of 2015, would you please stand and accept our applause? Great job. Seniors remain standing. Would I have the entire marching band please stand on your feet? And one more big round of applause for the Trojan Marching Band 2014. I have just two very short announcements tonight before we get back to the music and wrap up our concert. The first is we want to invite you to our post-concert reception that, unlike most traditional concerts in the auditorium where we would gather in the auditorium foyer or lobby, we're going to be gathering in the student cafeteria, which is right behind you. You can get there going either direction and back behind these stands, and we hope you'll join us. And I think in addition to the wonderful cookies that you helped bring, thank you. I think we have some cheesecake samples, which leads me to our next announcement, which is that the cheesecake sale forms are due Thursday. And so if you could rustle those up and make sure they come in, maybe aim for tomorrow if you're done with your sales. And then if anybody forgets tomorrow, you've got one day to pick it up, and they're here on Thursday. So thank you for your participation in that sale as well. Here's a couple more tunes that give the band a chance to play some recent hits and some classics. First, from our Haunted Homecoming theme, we have The Time Warp from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, conducted by our drill instructor, Alex Rivera. And of course, we have to perform the perennial favorite, Hey Baby. And when we do, we hope that we hear you sing along. But first, here's The Time Warp. With the close of each football game, the North High Band serenades the football team and our fans with the singing and playing of the North High Alma Mater. Appropriately, we will close this evening's concert in a similar fashion. We invite you to please rise as our lead marching band director, Mr. Bill Miller, leads the Trojan Marching Band in the singing and playing of our North High School Alma Mater. Thanks again for being with us this evening. Here's one more DGN school song.
Thank you.